Hello, everyone. My name is Smita Trevino. I am here from Portland, Oregon. I am a Head Start teacher here in one of the federal agency that I work for. And you might be wondering about my last name. I am actually Bengali. I was born and raised in Kolkata. Um, my husband is Hispanic, and we have two beautiful children. Their ages 7 and 11. I wanted to give a big shout out to Antora Chakraborty. Thank you for letting me participate um, in this. So, talking about life during lockdown, I think we're all moms, working parents. We're all in the same boat. It has been very, very challenging for us, having to work from home, managing their schedules, and with two kids doing the distance learning. Although my 11-year-old, he's very independent, he gets a lot done, but with my 7-year-old, she needs a lot of help. All of us, four of us, all the time being home now, in the middle cooking breakfast, lunches, it's a challenge. um, but I am very, very thankful to the school districts that in a very little time they came up with this online distance learning. It is actually, I'm just amazed how much work and effort all the teachers have been putting in. I've also noticed that our schedules, are all different, and that's one of my pet peeves. It's like being an educator myself. I try to keep my kids very much in schedule. I try to put them, time for bed in a certain time, lunch certain time. Well, I don't get to see them for lunch when I'm working, but dinner certain time. And it's getting to me because I can't really do that right now. Our schedules are all different, but um, we got to do what we can, and I'm trying not to think about it so much. Hopefully, we can come out of this situation very quick. Also, we've been taking a lot of walks as a family, and it's hard to explain a 7-year-old what a 6 feet distancing looks like. It's just hard. I literally had to show her visually, me and her together standing in front, what it might look like. But it's still, it's hard for the kids. um, I know as adults we can understand how what's going on. For kids, it's difficult for them to understand the level that I don't want to tell my kids that, hey, this virus is dangerous. How can you explain that to a 7-year-old like that? So we've been trying to take walks outside, so they get, you know and with their masks on, of course, and playing a lot of family games. So we're taking each day like something we're planning to do, like all moms. We'll get by this soon, I hope, we pray. How is Portland affected? Actually, we are doing better than other, compared to some states. We're thankful to Kate Brown for, I think we're in lockdown like before first week of March. So Washington County is affected most, but the numbers are down compared to other states, I believe. They are planning to open some small businesses soon, so that, because the small businesses, it's really challenging for them, because the lockdown have affects everybody differently. And we are thankful that, that we have a roof over our head. We just, still have our jobs, and not everyone is facing is in the same way, and we are trying to support as much as we can to the small businesses here in Oregon. Yeah, and I hope we can come up this situation very soon. Talking about hobbies, I actually do like gardening, but I can't do that much in Oregon. We don't really have much sun, but I won't call this my hobby, but my daughter loves to bake, so I do not like baking. I don't, I feel like it's all that measuring, all that, little details that you have to put towards baking to get that fresh goodness, is just very hard for me to do. I don't have that kind of patience. But I do have friends who bake, and I love eating the baked goods. I just don't bake. But, in lockdown, since I have to keep my 7-year-old busy, I have been baking a lot, and thanks to YouTube. So I've been learning, and Kitchen Connection, you guys have been posting so much yummy recipes. It's like I feel one more thing in lockdown is that I'm eating 24/7. It's like I never stop. I hope I'm not the only one. So yeah, as a family, we've been baking a lot, and just coming up with wonderful recipes. And I would say I'm happy that I try that because I'm enjoying it too. Just the simple recipes, nothing challenging. So that's something new I have done so far. So, something I realized, I've been giving a lot of thought on this. I felt that out of all the hard times and challenging times that's going on right now, lockdown also brought a lot of good in people. People are also going back to a lot of simple lives, of living, like we did back in olden times. We're cooking a lot more at home, just taking trying to find simple things that brings us joy, among us. Also, how, for the animals, the environment, it's I feel it's getting better. We are, with the pollution and all, our environment is getting more greener, and animals, I feel that they are now free to roam. As sometimes we as humans, we are invaders, like, sometimes we invade their space, and I feel that the animals are now free. They have their own natural habitat that they can roam free. And lastly, I want to say, it could be a message for all of you guys. I've been thinking a lot to myself, and I feel for all working parents, we do give very little time for us, and so self-care is very important. So I've been doing that a lot, and by means of self-care, I don't think it has to be anything like spa or getting your nails done. I mean, feel free if that's something you like doing. That's okay. But there are other things, we can do as self-care. Like for me, I never get time to like organize my cabinet. And the other day when I organized all my bookshelf or my clothing cabinet, I felt joy in that, like it was something I never get done. And that was like, wow, I did that. It was it's like an accomplishment. So I've been doing a lot of organizing that gives me happiness, please, this is the time I feel we all can take care of ourselves, just do what we like doing, that gives us happiness. It could be a few minutes of reading, it could be journaling. I do that a lot. I take a journal book, and every day when my kids are in bed, I reflect on myself and I try to write down something that gave me happiness, something, anything. And I hope, if you guys, some of you who do like journaling, let me know if you guys do that too, because that gives me, able to reflect on myself, maybe something I did wrong for the day, maybe to help me correct myself and move on for the next day. So yeah, that's from my side today, and I can't wait to hear from all the Be Kush members. Thank you again for listening to me, for your precious time. Bye, friends.